Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu Trails of Cold Steel. Lange her, dass ich hier was aufgenommen habe denn beim letzten Mal war es im Stream und im Juli letzten Jahres, glaube ich. Aber jetzt geht es endlich weiter. Läuft ja aktuell auf YouTube. Wenn ihr das hier seht, werdet ihr das hier auf YouTube sehen. Also von daher, ne? Aktuell läuft halt auf YouTube. Es gibt aber ein paar Änderungen am Projekt. Erstens werde ich nicht mehr alles streamen. Vielleicht zwischendurch mal gucken. Eher nicht. Aber die Partstruktur wird ändern. Vorher war es ja immer Ausschnitte auf dem Livestream. Dieses Mal, ab jetzt, werde ich mich mehr darauf, werde ich erstens aufnehmen, das heißt, wir haben einen An- und Abmod jedes Mal. Und ich werde sinnigere Abschnitte machen. Das heißt, egal wie lang der Part ist, egal ob er lang oder kurz ist, aber es soll etwas in sich Geschlossenes behandeln. Zum Beispiel jetzt in dem Part hier werden wir unsere Runden ziehen am Abend vom 23. Mai. So, dann machen wir beim nächsten Mal weiter mit dem quasi was danach kommt und so weiter. Ihr werdet verstehen, was ich meine. Und auch hier der Hinweis wie bei Final Fantasy auch. Ich benutze eine neue Aufnahmesoftware. Lasst es mich gerne wissen. Verbesserungsvorschläge, ob alles passt oder nicht. Ja, ansonsten würde ich sagen, starten wir rein. Bleiben aber erstmal hier. Ich weiß nicht mehr, ob ich mit denen geredet habe. That blonde boy really is handsome. He seems to be rather popular amongst the girls, and I can't say I blame them. If you were here more often, perhaps the library would see more visitors. Maybe I should try talking to him myself. Carol Esminail. While attractive, he doesn't seem like the kind of boy who makes friends easily. What a shame. I'm sure if he were here more often, the library would see a distinct jump in female visitors. Hatten wir mit ihm hier das Bonding-Event. Perhaps I shouldn't have spoken. As a noble, you should look after yourself. Okay. Nein, warte mal, wie kann ich die Karte aufrufen? Nein. Ah, okay. Gibt aber, glaube ich, nur diese Karte hier, oder was? Ich habe die Steuerung halt komplett vergessen. Options. Ah, got it. Was hier oben ist... Absolut nichts und niemand. Okay. Oh my, evening already. I seem to have gotten a tad too wrapped up in my research. Sadly, I'm just one man, and this wealth of material might just be too much for me to handle on my own. Oh, Reen, I have just the idea. I'll submit a request to the student council. I would prefer if you didn't. So. Und wir jetzt hier ein bisschen umgucken. Falsche Taste. Da oben sind welche, wir gehen rechts rum einfach mal. Wir wollen jetzt hier mit allen reden. Das ist ja der Sinn dieses Projektes, wirklich alles mitnehmen. It says plenty of lacrosse experience, but she's not even close to athletic. Elise, on the other hand, is a total beginner, but she's a perfect athlete. It's like she was born to play. I can already tell that they're gonna make this one interesting year. I'm pretty sure Lisa and Ferris are gonna end up thinking of each other as worthy rivals. And why wouldn't they? It was the same way with me and Theresia last year. While it seems unthinkable now, Emily and I did not quite get along when we first met. Growing up, my parents always warned me not to dirty myself with the rabble. Needless to say, she and I butted heads. But now, even after all of my old prejudices and all of our arguments, I consider her my best friend. Even after everything we put each other through, the two of us are best friends. I'm sure Lisa and Ferris will learn to get along soon enough. Well, what did you expect when you joined one of the sports clubs? If you want to enjoy your free days, the only club to join is the Go Home Club. Hier ist kein zweites, ne? Genau. Die Unbenannten haben meistens nur einen. I didn't join this academy for the studying, I'll tell you that. I'm here for something greater. Like dating, romance, all that jazz. Well, that was the plan anyway. But I'm so busy with practice that I haven't got time for that kind of stuff. Indeed. Ramsey. You'd expect as much, but this cafeteria always gets busy around mealtimes. It's probably at its busiest around dinner time on 3 days. And speaking of busy, the sports club should be finishing practice soon. I'd better prepare for some hungry kids. You'd expect as much, but... Okay. Apparently, food tastes even better after a hard day of club practice. I don't think I've put food in front of anyone more appreciative than a sweaty, tired sports club member. It's always great to see students with a healthy appetite enjoying our food. Really makes it feel worth our while making it. It seems you didn't get the hint. Don't just stand there, buy something. The more people we have enjoying our food, the happier we are. Da ist aber nichts Neues, ne. Have you ordered your summer uniforms yet? Given that your class has a fancy custom uniform, you'll want to get those orders in as early as you can. Not that you'll do that here, you're gonna want to go to the boutique in town. Summer uniforms typically take up to 2 months to get made. Better order quick if you want them done in time. Noch irgendwie was habe ich schon. Davon haben wir noch genug. Das sind keine guten Waffen. Das ist prinzipiell nicht so schlecht, aber da warten wir noch mit, bis wir neue Rüstung kaufen. Ich guck immer auf die falschen Tasten. Meine Güte. Ich bin gewöhnt an Xenoblade Steuerung aktuell. I finished reading a story, Dorothy. I have to say it was a really fun read. Especially the scene where the two guys put aside their differences and came to understand each other. That was great. Aha! So you really do understand just what makes that scene so good. I was right all along, you really could become one of us. One of us? I don't know what she's talking about, but I'm happy she's happy, I suppose. Dorothy's story certainly proved an enjoyable read. The portrayal of the two boys' friendship was wonderful, and their interactions were always entertaining. I hope I'll be able to write something this enjoyable too. Hooray! It looks like our interests do overlap. I could show her something more explicit, but she might not be ready for it just yet. Okay. Keiner im Fishing Club gerade dabei. Gun Fishing, can it? Ja, macht Sinn. Now that we've got Machias, things are gonna be different. They're in for the shock of their lives if they think he's down on my level. Oh, sei nicht so selbsterniedrigend, Stefan. Now that we've got Machias, things are gonna be different. Okay. They don't seem to realize that they are wasting their time. No amount of practice is going to allow them to defeat us. Well, I hope all your talk actually leads to results this year. If you end up humiliating yourself like you did last year, we'll have Vice Principal Heinrich close this club down. We'll see about that. You can't close us down if you never beat us. Don't expect things to play out as usual now that I'm here. I can't wait to wipe the floor with you. How dare you act so insolent? I won't allow myself to lose to some pompous upper-class students. Ich schaff das schon. So, something really is going on in the lower levels of the old schoolhouse. Oh my. Pardon me, I'm just excited to hear my suspicions about this academy confirmed. Beryl, du bist ein Mysterium bis heute. So there is something going on there after all. I chose the right school to enroll in. I just finished developing the photos Rex took around Trista, but most of them came out really blurry. Maybe he's just not much of a photographer. Almost all of Rex's photos ended up blurry. Well, what can you do? I'll gladly teach him if he needs some help. Oh, so langsam Mädels geht, es schafft er das. The new engine is practically flawless. Why don't you help me test it out, Thor? Want to go for another ride? That does sound really nice. I've still got some work to finish though. Oh please, you'd say that like you've forgotten the perks of our relationship. I'll help you take care of all of this, and then we'll head out on our romantic ride. Thanks, Angie. I wonder how often they ride together. It seems like Angelica's way of helping President Tower de-stress. Let's hurry up and get this done. Then we can finally run away together and elope, just like we always planned. Oh, Angie, you're so silly. Ja, sie meint's schon ernst. Mit Thor kann ich verstehen. Oh, hey, Wien, are you just about done? Wow, when it comes to helpful months, you're 2 for 2. Thank you so much. Und nein, falsche Taste. Meine Güte. Ja, ich muss auf jeden Fall erstmal wieder hier reinkommen. Angelica biking trip. Occasionally goes out riding on the oval bike with Thor, who she's good friends with. Dann gehen wir mal ins Engineering Building. Now I'm gonna miss to be Crow. I heard you guys have been poking around the old schoolhouse recently. Find anything interesting yet? Not yet. In fact, I've got more questions now than answers since we started checking the place out last month. Did anything like this ever happen in there before? Nah, when I was first year, there were a few rumors about ghosts appearing there and every now and then, but that's about it. Nothing as big as the whole layout changing itself up, that's for sure. Why did this start happening all of a sudden then? What caused it? No idea. I might be a genius, but if I could tell you that, I'd take that insight straight to the races. Still, sounds like a good place to train, so maybe you should just roll with it and keep exploring. Make sure you give me a call if you rake in some awesome loot down there, though. Well, I can't say he doesn't know how to look on the bright side, at least. Now that I think about it, midterms are coming up, aren't they? Wow, have you actually been studying, Crow? You're still a little short on credits, aren't you? Don't worry, my man, everything's gonna work out. Somehow. Well, don't come running to me weeping when you get your semester grade then. I heard about the elevator appearing out of nowhere in the old schoolhouse. There's so much technology from the Middle Ages that we can't even get close to explaining with what we have today. But I've got the feeling that there might be something more to that old building. Some really big secret. I really do wonder how it changes its structure like that. Hopefully we'll be able to figure out the crazy technology behind it. Apropos crazy und Technology, hast du hier irgendwas? Kann noch irgendwie... Was kann ich aufmachen? Das kann ich aufmachen, das kann ich noch nicht aufmachen. Ah, nee. Kann ich aufmachen, perfekt. Oh. Schade. Mehr Geld habe ich. Mehr Quartz habe ich leider nicht. Gehen wir mal raus. Nein. Da. So, gehen wir nochmal. Gucken mal, ob hier irgendwas ist. Hier ist niemand, okay. Dann haben wir hier jetzt 2. Übrigens, die Lecks, die ihr seht, die liegen nicht am Aufnahmeprogramm, sondern daran, dass ich über Remote Play spiele. Das werde ich aber vermutlich über nicht Part ändern. Oh, hello there, Fee. When did you arrive? Now that you're here, you can help me water the plants. Fine. Oh, hello there, Fee. Well, hello there. Are you sure you're okay after a jump like that, V? No problem. I'm used to that stuff. Oh, yeah, that's normal. Well, as long as she's fine. Time to take it easy. I like this club. Oh, that's gut. Hier aus kann ich nicht. Kann ich nicht. So, dann gehen wir mal hier nach rechts. I finally caught you while you were free. How about the two of us catch up over some tea at the cafeteria? Sorry, I'm too tired from practice to grab tea right now. I need to go get some rest. Maybe some other time. Too tired for tea. Well, if you're tired, I guess I should let you be for now. Maybe we can talk some other time. Yeah. You know what? Whatever. Later. Ach, Alan. Ach, Alan. Ach, hier ist keiner drin. Hier oben jemand. Du was? Tatsächlich. Bin schockiert. Und ich tatsächlich dachte, hier wäre nie jemand. Thanks for helping me investigate the old schoolhouse, you two. No thanks necessary. It's a good learning experience. My training demands that I am able to adapt to strange new environments, after all. You're right about the strange part. It's like that building was designed to make weird things happen. I'm just glad that none of what we faced has gotten out yet. The scary thing is that we can't say for sure it'll always be that way, so we really need to keep investigating. Agreed. Don't hesitate to call on me whenever you need my blade. It's a little late to back out now, so the same goes for me. Thanks. You'll be the first people I call when time comes. I really don't get why Ferris has to be so belligerent all the time. We're first years in the same club, so why can't I get along with her? You could say I'm in a similar situation with Monica. Things have become challenging since I started coaching her. What a shame that it's not as simple to get along with people outside of Class 7. Wouldn't it be nice if the old schoolhouse was the only thing we had to worry about? Yeah, I got kind of testy with Monica because I couldn't grasp the reason behind her inability to swim. Maybe I'm really not what one would consider a regular girl. Da bist du definitiv nicht, Laura. Definitiv nicht. Never easy to get along with people. I've got more than a little experience dealing with nobles, but I could count the number of times I've really hit it off with them on one hand. Never easy to get along with people. I've got more than a little experience dealing with nobles. So, dann hat das Gymnasium geschafft, das Academy Field als nächstes. Falsche Taste. Da oben ist noch Paula. Lambert's going to be teaching me how to maintain the stable. Taking care of the horses is a lot of hard work, but I feel like it's hard work worth doing. Who gives a damn about juices? I've got more important things to focus on, namely me. Das finde ich auch unrecht. Bevor man sich über jemanden ärgert und an ihm aufregt, sollte man sich lieber um sich selber kümmern. Since Dr. Sarah's in charge of your class's dorms, should I be concerned that she hasn't sent me the report for last month? I've asked for it multiple times, but to no avail. She might just be especially busy. Class 7 has a peculiar curriculum in comparison to the other classes, so perhaps I should have expected this. Maybe I should find Class 7 its own dedicated caretaker. Oh, vielleicht sollte ich was tun. Wer würde was schon machen? Just a moment ago, I happened upon the most delectable second year. He strode by gallantly with his maid at his side, fully aware that he was the most handsome man on campus. I was mesmerized. I think he might just be the one. But just what is his name, I wonder? The investigation begins tomorrow. I can't wait to learn all of his secrets. Margarita and Vincent, here it begins. Looks like everyone's busy with the club starting up, which means it's just about time for students to start arguing. If you find yourself in some argument, feel free to stop by to let off some steam. I'm happy to listen. Oh, er ist so nett. Your time here should be fun, but it'll come with a fair share of troubles. You're all welcome to come along if you ever need any advice, or even if you just need a friendly ear. Das ist nett. Und ich bin halt irgendwie ein bisschen traurig, dass Spoiler, I guess, nie was mit ihm gemacht wird. Er ist einfach für immer da und aber ja. What a lovely sunset. It's a blessing that we can enjoy peaceful days like these. It really is. Looks like she's lost in thought. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't notice you there. Is something the matter? If you're ever feeling ill, just stop on by. Okay. Uncle Makarov isn't exactly great at being a responsible adult, so he needs someone to make sure he's doing okay. Someone like me. I stop by every day before going back to the dorm. It might be a real blessing to have such a sweet, thoughtful niece. Hey, Uncle Makarov, I'm not gonna be able to take care of you forever, you know. Maybe you should get a girlfriend. Maybe you should butt out of my love life. I'd be fine with Min stopping by every day if she didn't bring disaster along with her. Soon as she stepped through my door, my paperwork scatters and cups of coffee start aspiring towards the heavens. Do me a favor, just try to, I don't know, make her less dangerous. Sorry, but I don't think even Emperor Dracula could do that. Min just skips across campus hand in hand with chaos. It's too much effort to try to avoid her, though. Die Dynamik, die beiden haben, ist großartig. Dr. Makarov and Min were just having the most charming conversation. It was quite the heartwarming sight. While he may attempt to deny it, the two of them are rather close for an uncle and niece. Seeing the two of them talking like that was heartwarming indeed. Dr. Makarov would likely protest to my saying that, however. Aber Wahrheit ist ein großer Big Softie. I don't know what the strange phenomena I keep hearing about are, but the old schoolhouse is no place for silliness. It was established by the late Emperor Dracula as a place of learning, not a place to idly frolic. Besides, if one class must investigate the building, why choose Class 7? Class 1, the very model of tradition and discipline, be far better suited to doing so. Nein, weil sie eben... Heinrich, du wirst nicht kapieren. I simply cannot approve of leaving the old schoolhouse's investigation in the hands of Class 7. Perhaps Principal Van Dyke's commoner status deters him from respecting established tradition. I've heard the rumors about the old schoolhouse myself. The monsters within pose a little threat, so it's an ideal training ground for our students. That said, it's still home to a number of mysteries. Contact us via Arcus at once if you find yourselves in need. I need to return to the army tomorrow. If you have any questions about class, now is the time to ask. Ja, alles klasse, ihr Unterricht ist einfach. Haben wir sowieso kaum. Emperor Dracula proclaimed that the old schoolhouse must be preserved until the promised day arrives. I find it hard to believe that those words have no connection with the recent developments. Of course, it seems to pose no threat to our students at the moment, so keeping it off limits for now should be fine. I'll put out another request should another chance to investigate it arise. It seems to pose no threat to our students at the moment, so keeping it off limits for now should be fine. Okay. Danke, lieber Prinzipal. Okay, auf der Seite haben wir so nur 2 Leute. Sind hier. Kunstraum. Ach ja. Almost done. He's using oil paints, right? That's a pretty good painting. Oh, hello. Sorry, I hope I didn't break your concentration. It's fine, don't worry about it. Your guy is his friend, right? Wien, wasn't it? If you were looking for him, you missed him by about a minute. Oh no, I was just passing by and saw you still rocking away in here. Between you and that other girl over there, the art club must be pretty dedicated. Ahaha. Clara's a whole different breed, but I don't do this very often. If I didn't get entered into a student art contest out of nowhere, I wouldn't be finishing this right here, right now. Wow, I had no idea there were contests like that. Oh, hold on, it doesn't sound like you have much time left. Is it okay that I'm even talking to you? It's important to take a break every so often, so this is actually just what I need. Oh no. What's wrong? I ordered some flowers to use as a reference for my sketches, but I completely forgot to pick them up today. Now I need to pick them up on my way home. There's not much time until the academy closes for the day. If that's the case, I think I should pick them up for her. I can go get them for you if you'd like. Are you sure? No problem, I'm free at the moment anyway. I've been helping out with student council, so I'm used to this sort of stuff. I see, but I'd be very grateful if you did, but seriously, it's no trouble at all. All I have to do is mention your name and the flowers you ordered, and I should be fine, right? Yes, I've already paid for them, so that should be enough. When you get to the florists, you'll want to let her know that you're picking up for Linde from the art club. You'll be picking up some snow lilies. Oh, and the name of the shop is Jane's. Great, I walk past it all the time. Linde from the art club, snow lilies, got it. I'll be back as soon as I can. Sorry for the trouble, but thank you. Quest arose by another name started. When did the sun start to set? Oh well. Time to get back to work. When did the sun start to set? Oh well. Genau, bevor wir... Okay, hier ist nichts. Okay. Dann können wir nun endlich... Kommen wir eben... Oh. Wien, please, slow down. Is that Linde? I'm so glad I made it in time. I'm so sorry to bother you, but there's something I forgot to ask you earlier. It must have been important if you ran all the way here. What's your question? Well, it's more of a request than anything. There's another flower I wanted to order. It's called a Grand Rose. It's bright red, and so you know it when you see it. I only need one, but this should cover it. Grand Rose, huh? Okay, no problem. Thank you very much, Wien. I'll be waiting in the art room. Looks like she's a bit more forgetful than I thought. Well, I suppose that's fine. I should go get her what she asked for. Yep. Hier werden wir gleich auch nochmal rumlaufen und allen reden. Is that a bell? Oh ja, stimmt. My, haven't you got lovely fur? Who's your master, I wonder?
Meow.
Good kitty. Well, she's got a ribbon, so she's definitely not a stray.
Meow. Meow.
Does that feel good? Got some really pretty fur. That's a pretty girl, cat. Actually, are you male or female? I've just been assuming female, but... Ow! Oof. Guess I pushed my luck. I don't think she scratched me too deep, but I should still apply some ointment when I get back to the dorm just in case. I wonder what her name is. Ich weiß es. Welcome. How can I help you this evening? Someone asked me to pick up an order. We mentioned Linde and her snow lily order. Ah, so you're picking it up for her. How nice of you. Just a moment, please. I'll go get it. Here you go. Thank you very much. Oh, there's also another one I'd hoped to buy. You wouldn't happen to have any grand roses, would you? I'd like one if you do. You're in luck, we do. Oh, to be young and passionate again. I'm not entirely sure I follow. I'm sorry, maybe that was a little rude. Please wait a moment while I get one ready for you. Here you go. Thank you very much. Best of luck. No problem. She was a strange one, wasn't she? Let's head back to the art room. Ist sie komisch? Wir werden es herausfinden. Oh, Reen, you're already back from the florist? But I am. I hope these are the right flowers. That's perfect. Thank you so much. And here's the other one you asked for. This is a grand rose. You can't just give a girl something like this out of nowhere. I have no idea what you're getting at all. I mean, the flower can only mean... Basically, you want to... Yeah, still not following? Oh, just shut up and kiss me. What? That wasn't me, I swear. But now I see what's going on. I know you well, Vivi. Get out of here. Aw, we were just getting to the good part too. What the? Ween, I've always had feelings for you. Oh, give it a rest. It's too funny though. Okay, now I think I get it. Sorry, I get her to cut it out. Anyways, I'm certain you've gathered. We're twins. I'm Linda, the older sister. And I'm the younger, cuter model, Vivi. That would explain things. But to recap, Linda did not ask me to buy her a grand rose. Yep, that was me pretending to be Linda. I must have been pretty convincing. You fooled me at least, but what's the big deal about a grand rose anyway? It represents passionate romance. So lots of people use it as a way to confess their love to one another. You can see why I was so taken aback. You've got some explaining to do, young man. How could any boy your age not know about the grand rose? I suppose I let you off this time, so your ignorance meant my prank went off without a hitch. Gee, thanks. Well, I have to admit I'm definitely at fault here. Oh, Vivi. I'm so sorry, Reen. I think Vivi would explode if she couldn't prank people. Don't worry about it. I have to say, though, you two really are identical. I can tell you apart when you wear your hair differently, but once that's gone, I've got no idea. Das ist ein bisschen gemein, meinst du nicht? Oh, Reen, you lecherous beast, don't stare at me with that look on your face. I'll be sure she gets a good scolding later. Thank you for all your help and for putting up with her. Hopefully this will make up for some of the annoyance we caused. Cozy socks. This really isn't necessary. Die hat uns gerade, mal überlegen, die hat uns gerade Socken gegeben. Ja. You're too humble, Reen. If someone offers you something, you just hurry up and take it. Speaking of, here you go, a little special. Something special for me as a way to thank you for all the love. Well, this is awkward. I really can't apologize enough. Catch you later then. Ah, Vivi, keep distracting me. Linda's paintings are good, but I feel like there's something missing. Passion, maybe? Und tatsächlich auch hier, warte. Hier, twin sister. Vivi from the gardening club is her younger sister and she's often a victim to Vivi's prank. Und hier dann entsprechend das Gegenteil. So, nein, da wollte ich nicht hin. It's getting dark. Nein, das will ich nicht machen. Halt, stopp. Stay out and about. Haben wir gerettet. Wir sind hier mit Trista noch nicht fertig. What should I make for dinner tonight? My husband loves all of my cooking, so I'm never sure what to make when he's home. In this house, I'm in charge of the kitchen. Husband's always glad to help out with whatever I ask, though. I make it a point to help out around the house on my days off. At first I needed Hannah to tell me exactly what to do for every chore, but I got pretty good at them before long. It really made me appreciate how hard she works here at home. And with that, we'd better get started on dinner. What should we make tonight? It's lecker. Mommy always gets excited when Daddy's off work and makes lots of food. That means we get to eat a whole bunch. Dinner's gonna be so tasty. Also schon, ja, die Familie funktioniert perfekt. Und dann gibt es aber ja auch noch, gibt's hier nicht noch eine Familie? Genau, die Familie da oben, in dem anderen Twister-Haus. Das ist ja weniger funktional. Do you have any idea how much of a nightmare it is to get my hands on these bullets of yours? I lost 2 days race to get these things for you, you know? Don't worry, I'm sure your horse would have lost just as badly if you were on the track cheering it on. Oh yeah, have you heard anything about how that singing crossbell ended up? Oh. Yep, sounds like it was taken care of by that police division I told you about. So the instructor uses this shop too. I wonder what they're talking about. Ja, hast du etwa weder Trade from Zero noch Trade to Azure gespielt? Schäm dich. He seems to be acquainted with Mick at this pawn shop and they both seem to know one another's background. I'll look into whatever's going on at the old schoolhouse too. We just head back to the dorms and get some well-deserved rest. What do you want? I'm busy. I'm not a mind reader. Spit it out. Hier irgendwas Interessantes. Nee. Das gibt nicht so viel. Hat er hier wir können davon einen immer nur mitnehmen. Naja, komm. Dann kaufen wir davon immer einen. Dann kaufen wir das mal mit. Schade ist ja nicht, wir haben genug Geld. Van Dyke served as a general in the Imperial Army up until around 10 years ago. They say he had such a powerful presence that his enemies could feel their doom approaching from miles away. He's a shining example of a living legend, I'd say. The fact that he remains in peak condition even now is testament to that. Oh yeah. On top of being in such good health for his age, Van Dyke is said to be an excellent teacher. One would expect no less from a legend like him. First years get into arguments with their friends all the time. Most of these clashes happen for silly reasons, though. Nobody wants to spend the year on bad terms with their friends, so try to patch things up quickly if it happens to you. Those arguments happen for silly reasons, but just remember that there's always an opportunity to make up. Eine Kenneth. Mit ihr. Oh, fishies. There's so many. Well, they're a lot easier to catch when the weather warms up. Want one? They cool up pretty nice. There's so many fishies. Man, the sunsets here are never short of spectacular. I'm thinking I might just stay right here and fish until the crack of dawn. How about it, Ween? Care to join me? I think I might have to pass. Well, that's a bummer. But it's your loss. You wouldn't believe the size of a fish you can catch here at 4 AM. Wahrscheinlich nicht, nein. Sieht hier aus, kann ich... Nein. Ja, Sie merken, dass jetzt gerade eher ein Part, der länger geht und nicht so viel, sag ich mal, mit Commentary zu tun hat, aber gut, das gehört halt dazu, wenn man alles machen will, ne? I can't believe I honestly apologized to him. I had Emil tutor to see to. I can't do multiple things at once. Oh, how easy life must be for someone who just waddles off to work and comes back expecting everything to be done for him. Does he even realize just how much I go through to keep things nice around here? Das ist die Familie, die ich meinte. First, that you would complain about getting home too late all the time. Then, when I do come home early, my dinner isn't even ready for me. I can't believe I married this woman. Oh, du bist ein Arsch, weißt du das? I shouldn't have even bothered coming home early. I'm going over what you taught me today. It's even harder to study when Dad's so loud too. He does this every time he comes home. The last thing I want is to turn into someone like my dad when I'm older. Gut, dass dir das bewusst ist und dein Dad kein positives Vorbild für dich ist, sondern ein negatives. I've been left in charge of cleaning the entrance path today. Wearing this makes it much easier to focus on work. It reminds me that Adias is always watching me, which in turn makes me want to work to the best of my ability. I have to say that I do enjoy this feeling of being able to devote myself entirely to my duties. Rosine's working as hard as ever today. I have learned that she's much shy than she would appear, though. Her vehement refusal and blushing when I offered to assist her with changing into her garments was rather cute. She almost feels like a younger sister in a way. There's much for me to teach her from here on out. Naja, sie ist nicht, also, sie ist jünger als du und sie ist eine Schwester in der Kirche jetzt, also, ne? Are you aware of the performance that takes place here every August? Thors Wind Orchestra has been performing here in the church for years now. One could say that these performances have become a summer staple here in Trista. I'm sure the Wind Orchestra is practicing for this year's performance as we speak. I, for one, am looking forward to what they have in store for us this year. Die machen gerade gar nichts, da ist niemand im Clubraum. Well, that was odd. Master Patrick returned home a moment ago in uncharacteristically high spirits. I wonder what happened. Master Patrick, I can't imagine what could have happened. Oh, Celestine, how I wish you were there to see it. I cut quite the gallant figures that struck down that lower class student. How wonderful to hear that you had another fruitful day at the academy. On a related note, might I ask if you've made any friends yet? And remember, lab dogs don't count. That's none of your business. Do not treat me like a child. Oh no, there's no need to rush, Master Patrick. The path to new true friends is a slow and steady one. Do not treat me like a child. Ah, Celestine. Your witty little remarks are anything but appreciated, Celestine. The heir to one of the four great houses has no need for friends. It's impossible to befriend those whose standards are so inferior to my own. A dog is not a friend to its fleas. Okay. Dasselbe, hier hinten ist noch... House. I was feeling rather confident in my sprint time, but Elisa beat me quite handily. No, that cannot be right. She has far less experience than I do. How could she have won? She cheated somehow. She must have. Cheated like a commoner she is. I don't think it's possible to cheat in a simple sprint. Elisa has far less experience than I do. How could she have won? Things will be quite different next time, I assure you. Ach, Ferris. Gucken, ob hier unten jemand ist. Schauen, wo Elliot eigentlich ist. So. Man, money's tight these days. Eating out at Kirches every day is a real drain on your wallet. Maybe I should try cooking for myself. After thinking long and hard about it, I've decided to help a student council instead of joining a club. President Thor was always helping us out, so this is my way of repaying the favor. I'd like to help alleviate her workload, even if it's just a little. I can't wait for Abend tonight. I guess I'm not the only one either. Seems like it's gotten pretty popular lately. It's probably because Missy has such a nice voice. I get so excited that I find myself counting down the seconds before it starts. I'm really looking forward to hearing Missy's voice tonight. I get so excited that I find myself counting down the seconds before it starts. Oh, funny. Wenn ich Mang sehe, ist es ein Reflekt in diese tiefe, viel zu tiefe Stimme zu fallen. Ich weiß nicht, warum es liegt. You know Mick from a pawn shop? He's the only one who never shows up at our gathering, so no one knows so much about him. I have heard that he used to be a writer, though. You really have to wonder about that guy. He told me that writing wasn't his main job either back when I asked him about it. You really have to wonder about that guy. So, irgendwas, was ich noch nicht hab? Nein. Ja, der gute Mick. Mal hier rein, in Kirsches Café und in... da ist Elliot. So Patrick thinks that practicing the basics is a bore, does he? He just doesn't get it. The damn attitude of his pisses me off too. Does he honestly think he's so much better than everyone else? Oh, I'm sure he'll get his comeuppance soon enough. Just like you did last year. Ah, don't remind me. Loggins ended up causing trouble last year by saying the same sort of things. I'm sure Patrick will realize the error of his ways soon enough, just like you did. Stop trying to embarrass me by bringing that stuff up. I figured Patrick would be the only one I'd need to keep an eye on, but Alan's acting a bit off too. Hope he's not beating himself up just cause he lost. Ah, that old schoolhouse really is a mystery. Who'd have thought an elevator would just appear out of nowhere? It's been exactly the same for years. That was a surprise. We're just lucky we had Elise and Laura to help us out. On the plus side, it gave us a chance to use our combat links. They're a nice reminder of how much more we can achieve by working together. Yeah, we'll have to make sure that we can get everyone together next month too. There's no way we're going to get any further in these investigations on our own. Definitely. All I want to do right now, though, is to go back to the dorm and get a shower. Same here. Again, thanks for the help. Take it easy when you get back. Seems like investigating the old schoolhouse is gonna be a regular thing for us. I guess it's all part of the package when you join class 7. You better get used to it. And, what kind of guiding force do you think is behind the strange happenings in the old schoolhouse? There's truly a mysterious wind surrounding it. Ich weiß es, aber ich werde es nicht sagen. The noble and reformist factions have been squabbling an awful lot lately. Seeing people from the same country fight amongst themselves like children fills me with such sorrow. Nothing ever comes from these conflicts, but the common people always get caught in the crossfire. What does Emperor Eugene make of this state of affairs, I wonder? It's always a struggle to bring myself to its imperial chronicle these days. Nothing but squabbles and disagreements. Wow, das hätte richtig hart nach den, was in echt aktuell los ist. The common people have always been the ones to suffer most from conflict, ever since the War of Alliance. Today's races had me waking in the mirror. Dolly wasn't too happy about it though. He started scolding me about how I should feel ashamed for making money from gambling. And she made me treat all the customers to a free cup of coffee. There go those winnings. Jeez, Dolly sure can be uptight. Noch irgendwer hier oben. Vermutet man. Doch. the amount of work Thor gets done as the student council president is really staggering, isn't it? Sometimes I find myself wondering how someone so young can accomplish so much. And I remember that her height doesn't match her age. Just so hard to believe that she's really 18. Thor even helped us with the cafe. Reliable things come in small packages. Wow. Gut, aber bei Thor stimmt es. Thor ist best girl. Ganz einfach. So, geh mal hier hin zuerst. Where are you, Misty? I tell you every time. Don't miss the pre-show meeting, and every time you agree, when is it gonna stick? Are we just gonna have to go right ahead without any proper planning tonight? I can't believe that troublemakers just ditching our pre-show meeting like it's nothing. I can't let this get me down though. This is the most important time for a show, so I need to stay strong. She's actually quite the troublemaker, believe it or not. She likes to play off her tardiness by feigning innocent. I think she likes keeping the director just at his wit's end. I think I've seen more wrinkles in the director's face of late. Maybe it's just my imagination. Ich glaube nicht. So, wie der die Sachen macht, dass Misty nicht kommt, willst du jetzt glaube ich nie ein. Haben wir Brandon General Goods. So how goes the midterm studying? You might want to get started now if you haven't already. Sounds weird coming from me. Studying was the last thing you'd catch me doing when I was your age. I might not have been the smartest kid back in the day, but sometimes I wish I tried a bit harder. Too late for me now though, so let me give you a little tip. Get your heads in the books while you still can. Gut. Ja, hat er recht. Ne? Wobei der aus der Schule raus seid, wird ihr sehr schnell die Schule vermissen. Je nach. Wahrscheinlich. Come on, Tyzel. Look at all these two sweets. I got them by beating Cold Blade. Aren't I amazing? Yes, you're so amazing, Kay. Seriously, why can't you just get that excited why can't you get that excited over something practical? I can't get a rise out of this girl. Yeah, whatever. And here I was ready to give you some if you asked nicely. Guess I just have to eat them all now, huh? Oh well, guess I'll have some. Actually, sis might get mad if I eat food this late. Oh well, guess I'll have some. So, dann noch hier und dann haben wir es geschafft. Well, aren't you the lucky week? Oh, you are 77 customers this month. Now you get a wee 20% discount if you buy 3 items, but only if you're dead now. Really? Well, I can't pass up an opportunity like that. Sorry, mate, I'm busy. Where's this customer now? If you want to buy something, go talk to Julia. Which one should I choose? Decisions. They've got a 20% off sale on their hottest brands. My purse is opening on its own. Also fühle ich manchmal leider auch, wenn in PlayStation Store oder auf Steam gerade richtig gute Angebote sind. We'll be taking orders for summer uniforms before long now. Your regular uniforms are designed to be suitable for all seasons as this, however. You're free to wear whichever you prefer. Students are allowed to wear our specially designed summer uniforms if they so wish. We'll soon be taking orders for said uniforms, so don't be shy about asking for one. So. Gut, damit haben wir alles erkundet. Dann würde ich sagen, werden wir beim nächsten Mal den Tag beenden. Wenn euch der Party gefallen hat, lasst gerne einen Daumen nach oben da, abonniert den Kanal, um nichts weiter zu verpassen. und schaut auch beim nächsten Mal entweder bei Cold Steel oder beim anderen Projekt wieder vorbei. Schreibt mir auch gerne in die Kommentare, ob das alles vor allen Dingen audiotechnisch funktioniert hat. Und dann sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal wieder. Bis dahin. Ciao, ciao.